Sup, YouTube? I am back with another one. So, I got another movie down. I just got done watching Speed with Keanu Reeves. I told you that I was gonna watch this movie, so I did. And this movie's pretty damn good. It's a pretty damn good movie. Um, this was my first time watching it, so this was a first time watch for me, and this has got to be like one of the best movies I've seen, probably. It was really good. This was my first time watching it, so I went in kind of blind. I watched a trailer, and then I watched the movie. Um, Stars Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock, Jeff Daniels, the guy from Zack Snyder's Justice League, the guy that played Cyborg's father. Um, this movie was pretty damn good. It was very intense. The tension was there. I really, really loved the tension in this movie. Um, it was basically there like the entire time. There was tension like the entire movie. And I love the situations that Keanu Reeves' characters put in. There was high intense situations. Basically, the catch line of this movie is pop quiz hotshot. Pop quiz hotshot, and what do you do? He lays out situations. What do you do? And I like that was like basically the whole premise of the movie is like you're put in these situations, right? And specifically Keanu Reeves' character, he's put in these situations, and I like how the writers kind of wrote themselves into a corner each time. They're like, this goes wrong, this goes wrong. Okay, let's try this, let's try this, let's try that. Doesn't work, doesn't work, doesn't work. We got to find out another way. Yeah, I mean the tension was there. Definitely high stakes. One thing I was not expecting this movie to do was come with the emotion. I was not expecting emotion in this movie. I mean, there's tension, there's emotion, there's action. The action was pretty good. Like the first 22 minutes of this movie, I didn't even realize it was 22 minutes long because I was just so like into the beginning. Yeah. Well, also another thing that I like, I love the camaraderie. Is that how you say it? The camaraderie of this movie. So the first part, the first 22 minutes, it's this group of people. They're stuck in an elevator, and when these group of people are in a situation like this, people that don't know each other at all, they think they're just going for an elevator ride. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna go about my day. I got someplace to be. Well, when something like this happens, people that you don't know, you share no connection with, now all of a sudden you do share a connection with these people because they're in the same situation that you are, and it's scary, you know? So, the first was the elevator. That was pretty high intense. Second one was the bus. Like the bombs on the bus, he could not, the driver, which ended up being Sandra Bullock later. By the way, speaking of Sandra Bullock, she did a really good job in this movie. Keanu Reeves also did a really good job in this movie, but I really loved Sandra Bullock in this movie. She was so good in this movie. This whole movie was really good. Keanu Reeves was really good. The acting was really good. The writing, the plot. I love how smart it was. It was also a lot of fun too, because I mean, while it's intense, I thought it was pretty fun that the bus that they're on, they had to keep going at 50 miles per hour or more. You cannot go below 50 or the bomb's going to go off. So kind of gave her an excuse to just ram over everything and just keep going. Just keep going. There was a little bit of humor in this movie. Keanu Reeves' character, Jack, he had to use this black guy's car, and he was with him. And he was pretty funny. He's like, okay, hold, slow down, man. Wait, we don't gotta go so fast. Slow down. He was like, are you insured? Yeah. Dude, you just destroyed my door. So yeah, it was pretty good. I love all the connections. I love everyone that was on the bus whenever Keanu Reeves was on the bus. I'm like, like I said earlier, they're in this situation. They like share this situation of being on this bus with a bomb that's gonna go off. And I don't know. I loved like everyone's mood. I loved the vibe. I loved the emotions. Like that is one thing I was not expecting for this movie was the emotion. Like, whoo, like man, I just love the direction of these movies. Like, for example, for Failsafe, one thing that I really liked was the aftermath of like their reaction of when they have to make hard choices. Now, like, I can't believe I had to make that. I had to make that decision. Oh my god! Like you sit there in their like thoughts and their regret or their stress. For this one, man, like the tension was all the way up here. The stakes are really high, and then whenever these characters achieve something or get like out of a situation that could have been fatal, there was a couple of them. There was a couple of moments where I'm like, oh my god, like oh god. The tension was really high. For example, they had to jump like a gap that was like 50 feet, and he's like, just go, just go. And they had to go over that. It's like, oh, I can breathe. Woo! And then like everyone's just so glad to be alive, and like they're like, I'm alive. It's like, yo, I loved that. I loved that. It made me feel the emotion. I'm like, woo! It made me feel like I was there with them. Um, man, just high intense moments in this. Oh my gosh. He had to go under the bus. He had to find out a way to disable the bomb there. He's on the phone with his best friend who ended up dying. Because spoilers, by the way, for Speed. But they thought they tracked him down, and I kind of saw that coming. He was like, "We got our scumbag. Let's go get him." So they go in to go get him, but I'm like, I don't think he's gonna be there. I'm pretty sure he would have already thought of that. In fact, he's the one that drew them there in the first place, so of course he knew. He was like, "Yeah, that watch that gave them away, and it went to my place, and I'm not even there." So, whew. He was I wouldn't say like a one-dimensional villain. He wasn't out to like hurt people or anything. All he wanted was money. But still, he's crazy. But I kind of liked him as a character, kind of. He had like a fucked up hand, and I guess that was to imply that he was in the army or the military or whatever, and then he got fucked over. So like, I think he was like, the guy gave you like a good thumbs up or whatever, a pat on the back, and a fucked up hand. So that's why he wanted money, because maybe he. I'm just assuming here. This is only my first time seeing Speed. I assume that why he wanted the money was because he didn't get paid for going to the military. Like maybe he didn't get like a veterans check or something. I'll have to watch it again. I probably will watch this movie again one day, sometime. I would watch this movie again. This movie was really good. I really loved this movie. Like I was glued to the screen. This movie was actually pretty damn good. I loved every single second. I loved the police officers. The guy that played Cyborg's dad in this movie, I don't know his name. I'm just going off of what I know him from. He did a really good job in this movie too. I love that he was always there, like trying to figure this out with Jack, trying to figure out how to get this bus to stop. There was a few random things that happened at the end. I didn't get like the whole hole in the floor thing. With the hole in the sidewalk where he told them to drop the money, and then Keanu Reeves went over there, like pulled it back. There was a hole in there. I was like, wait, so is that supposed to imply that he went down there with Sandra Bullock without anyone noticing when they had their like sights on that place in case that he comes? But it may have just been that's where he wanted to drop the money. He'd go underground, pick up the money, and then go to the train. That may have been what was going on. I'm pretty sure, but that part was a little confusing. I also don't know how Keanu Reeves was in the train and then got to the roof. That part was a little bit confusing. I don't really even know why he went to the roof in the first place. I guess it was to maybe jump the cars or whatever so he can get to the bad guy and Sandra Bullock, because I don't know, I loved the smart thinking with this, because like he looped the camera, but he eventually did fall for that because he had a camera on the bus. And then he had a camera, with the helicopters that were broadcasting the situation. So that was another thing that I liked about it. Jack was like, he found out a way to like take away his control without him even having to be there. His eyes were in the helicopters. His eyes were also the camera that was in the bus. He looped it so it made it look like they were still like on the bus and driving and going forward when like they used the news van, they got the camera from there, and they looped to make it look like he was still going. and he couldn't, like, before that he couldn't let anyone off the bus, and that kind of makes him look like the criminal holding everyone hostage a little bit. So it's kind of like diabolical planning right there. But he took away. He said, "Get those choppers out of here. They have cameras." So the choppers went away, and then he looped the feed. Now he lost his leverage. If he doesn't, like, if it's looped and he's looking at the camera, it makes it look like everyone's there. So he's following the rules, but he tricked him and he got everyone off the bus safely. I just loved everyone's vibe that was on the bus, though. Like, they're all different. There was a few that didn't really get a story or like any lines at all, but still, everyone like shares this experience now. So they're all in this group together. Like, whenever you think that, I don't know, like, you're on the bus and you think you're just gonna get off and that's gonna be it. But now it's more serious than that. And now, like, you're in this group, and like we're all sharing this experience, and everyone's reacting the same way. They even started arguing at one point. I'm like, gosh, I really like this movie. I love how realistic this movie is. So yeah, Speed. It was a really good movie. I would buy this. I would buy this. I would. I'm gonna watch this again probably one day, and I would buy this movie. This movie was pretty good. If I had to give it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a 9, probably. This movie was really good. I really, really liked this movie. Well, now I've seen Speed. I don't really know what else to say about the movie other than it was really good. I loved the acting. I loved the writing. I loved the emotion. The emotion is not what I was expecting for this movie. I was not expecting this movie to come with the emotions. I was like, this movie is making me feel. And like, just looking at the movie, you think this is going to be like a high intense action movie that's just going to be like, oh yeah, we're an action movie. We're going to be action from start to finish. Hell yeah, this is for the boys. But no, it actually came with the emotions too, which I was not expecting. I was not expecting that. So that kind of bumped this movie up for me. So yeah, Speed, 9 out of 10. I really liked this movie. Hell, I might even love this movie. You know, I'm always particular about which words I use about my movies. But yeah, that's another movie down. Speed is down. That is another movie down. I said that like 3 times. Still, it was a really good movie. I really enjoyed this movie. I'm just trying to see what movie I got next. Next movie is 3 Days to Condor. That's going to be the next movie I review. So yeah, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Remember, put a smile on your face, and remember, you can achieve anything you put your mind to. I promise you can. You just got to believe in yourself, and you can do it. I know you can. I believe in you, and I love you. You're a rock star. You're awesome. All right, I'm out of here. Have a good day, y'all.